Revenge is a dish best severed burnt. So I am a pretty petty person and I am a smart ass. I know I was a dick, but I think it was justified. I was a chef at a very nice restaurant. One of the top things on our menu is a 5 olive wagyu. In English, it's a $800 steak. I get an order for 4 of them at a table. I cook all 4 of them the way they should be, which is rare due to the nature of the steak, and I do that every time unless instructed otherwise. We use a special unit for cooking called a salamander. It cooks high-hour steak at 900 degrees Fahrenheit, so we only put it in 30 seconds per side. One of my waiters comes to me in tears saying that table wanted me, so I go out, put on my customer face on and walk up to the table before I can even walk up and ask if there was a problem. Some lady barks at me, it's raw. I apologize and ask if she would like me to cook it more. She says she wants it done for another 10 minutes. I try to explain that it would be incinerated, but she barks at me, you heard what I said, go do it. I was tired of this bullshit, so I just smile and say no problem. I take it back and I toss it back in for 10 minutes. It honestly hurt to ruin such a good steak, but it's what she asked for, so when I take it out, it literally fall apart into ash. I personally brought her it with a huge smile on my face. She asks, "What the hell is this?" That she didn't want this. I cut her off and I say, "I heard what you wanted and I did it." Edit. For those asking, she had to pay, which she reluctantly did. My manager and boss were very chill about it and even laughed after she had left, and at my restaurant 20% is required and incorporated in every check, and thankfully the 3 other people were cool and they even apologized, which made me happy. I assume it was a business meeting based on what they were talking about and how they were dressed. As a former chef of 30 years, my experience is that many people unknowingly look down on restaurant employees, chefs as well. Having worked in country clubs for 15 years, many think that cooking is easy and any idiot can do it. I did things like this often. By just giving them exactly what they want, they were never happy with the result. Cooking at home is easy. Now, go make that same dish you know for 35 times tonight, while simultaneously making 8 other entrees. And keep it up for the next 4 hours non-stop. Oh, and it's about 100 degrees on the line. Abed, you are dressed in long pants, apron, t-shirt, thick chef coat, and nitrile gloves. 10 minutes? Jesus Christ, that's far too long to cook any steak, let alone an $800 wagyu. The fuck was she thinking? Sick burn, bro. Literally. Did she also want her gazpacho soup served piping hot? If I am out and ordering an $800 meal, I am letting those who know make it. Half the reason why anyone would go out to eat. The old adage, be careful what you ask for, comes to mind. Damn. I just watched a video yesterday on YouTube showing a chef cooking one of those steaks. The care and precision it took was strangely relaxing to watch, and the finished product looked incredible. He had cut it into thirds, and then each third into about 5 squares and grilled a few seconds on each side. Food porn at its finest. My heart breaks for the utter destruction of that woman's steak. She should stick to hamburgers if she wants it well done like that. This happened to me a long time ago as a line cook. Although it was nowhere near as expensive, but it was still a fairly high-dollar tuna steak at the time. The menu clearly and succinctly stated how it was pan-seared and the temp it was served. Chef made it very clear it was to made a specific way. Server brings it back. They said it's raw and want it cooked medium well. WTF? Thinking face asks chef. Chef. Fuck it up then. I'll take out to them and deal with it. A few minutes later, I wanna talk to the chef. It's dry. Chef. No shit. Don't make my people burn your food next time. I hope she still had to pay for it. 10 minutes? Sorry ma'am, we don't offer cremation here. When I started my side job as service in the hotel, I put a chicken drumstick into the hotel microwave. 2 minutes like at home. Back in the days only 600 WMW were common. The hotel unit featured a 2.5 kilowatts magnetron. The drumstick was dead. Can we call the salamander the ashhole now? The problem is not how you like your steak, even if it's not ideal, but how you ask. Always ask nicely. Reminds me of when we had leftover pork chops from eating out as a kid. I go to mom and ask how long to microwave them for. And she says, 20 minutes. She meant to say 2 minutes. Took a week or two for the smell of smoke to air out of the house. I think I was like 8, maybe 10 at the time. Oh hell no. I have had A5 Wagyu once and loved it. There is no way in hell I would ask a chef to cook it for longer than what you initially did. I actually feel sorry for the op for having to destroy such a wonderful piece of meat. I'm sorry you had to do that to a delicious cut of meat. I'm sure she sat there and had to think about her action while chewing on her $800 ash steak. But that's a separate tragedy. I don't ever mess with the people who cook my food and serve my food. She was just pissed you forgot to theatrically throw salt at the steak while you wear sunglasses inside at night. If it's any consolation, the steak would probably have been wasted on her even if she'd eaten it correctly. My husband took me to an upmarket restaurant once. I'm more of a family steakhouse gal, and ordering a cut of beef I was unfamiliar with. I always like my steak well done, so ordered it the same way. When the waiter came out to say the chef recommended it medium rare at most, I was more than happy to take their advice, because who in the heck doesn't realize that chef knows best? Am so glad I did too, as it was melt in the mouth delicious. It was nowhere near $800, thank goodness. But it was very, very good. Stupid customer for being too up her own backside to listen and missing out on what would have probably been amazing.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Ericast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.